Catfruit is one of the most crucial resources in the battle cat, acting as the basis for a decent bit of the true forms you will obtain. There are many different kinds of cat food, ranging from the basic ones unlocked from beating Empire of Cats 3 to gold seeds requiring you to progress in Infernal Tower. This video will be divided into two parts. 1. The overview of every cat food type, ways to get it, and notable usages. And 2. The true form priorities for every cat food type. With that being said, let's get right into it. Before we begin with the video, I just want to thank you for the huge amount of support. I mean, we literally just hit 7,000 subscribers, which is actually insane if you think about it. And we do appreciate every bit of support that we get. So if you guys like it, if you guys like the videos, make sure to subscribe and be a part of this amazing community. Now back to the video. The first cat food type I'd like to mention is the basic type, unlocked by clearing Empire of Cats 3 Moon. These are not only the most common and universal, but also the easiest to get and probably the most important. These fruits all have seeds obtainable from the growing stages, and 5 seeds may be evolved to a fruit, with a small chance of turning the fruit into an epic cat fruit. There are 5 fruits in this category: green, purple, red, blue, and yellow. Green cat food can be mainly obtained from growing green every Monday, which is a combination of 3 stages that feature floating enemies. The first stage is designed for fresh post-Empire of Cats players, while the last stage is at a slightly later point than that, but should still be more than manageable. You can also get green cat food and every other basic cat food from recurring events such as Heavenly Tower and one-time rewards such as user rank. Do note, you should alternate between the first and last stages of a growing stage depending on what you need, as the first stage has a higher chance of dropping seeds, while the last stage has a higher chance of dropping fruits. This is true for all the basic growing stages. Purple cat fruit can be mainly obtained from going purple every Tuesday, which contains 3 stages featuring black enemies. Much like growing green, the first stage is easy for post-Empire of Cats players, and the last stage is slightly harder but still not too bad. Note the purple cat fruit has black enemies and not zombie enemies, which do have purple color on their designs. Why didn't Ponos make a black cat fruit? Who knows? Moving on, red cat fruit can be mainly obtained from growing red every Wednesday, and the stages in it contain red enemies. I'd also like to mention that when true forming a cat for abilities against a specific trait, it will likely require more cat fruits correlated to that specific trait that it counters. Anti-red rare cats like Elemental Duelist will require random cat fruit seeds and 2 red cat fruit. Blue cat fruit can be mainly obtained from growing blue every first day, and the stages in growing blue contain, well, you guessed it, aliens. This is probably the hardest of the growing stages to complete for fresh post-Empire of Cats players, as it requires some alien treasures first, which some people might not be up to yet. Finally, we got yellow cat fruit, obtained from growing yellow every Friday, featuring angel enemies. So you might ask yourself, what happens on weekends? Surely there's still a way to obtain cat fruits in star days and Sundays. Well, sometimes there is. Weekends sometimes feature all 5 growing stages active at once, allowing you to farm whatever you need for these 2 days. Other times, they feature Cat Food Buffet, a long continuation stage where you go through all the basic growing stages at once for only 500 energy, and even encounter Cat Food Jubilee at the end. Sometimes you also get neither of those and have to wait for the weekend end to pursue your cat fruit grind. Back to Cat Fruit Jubilee. This is a continuation stage that you may get when you clear any of the basic growing stages. The higher the difficulty, the higher the chance you have. This stage features some enemies of every enemy trait that was out back then, meaning every trait from traitless to alien. The odds of you encountering the continuation stage are 5% for the first, 10% for the second, and 15% for the final stage. Depending on the background of the stage, you will have a different chance to get the epic cat fruit. There are 3 types of background. They, 35% chance for an epic fruit, 27% chance for a normal cat fruit of the stage you were grinding, and 38% chance for a normal cat fruit seed. Evening, 50% chance for an epic fruit, 40.5% for a normal cat fruit, and 9.5% chance for a normal seed. And finally, at night, you have a 70% chance for an epic fruit, 25.5% for a normal fruit, and a 4.5% for a normal seed. The backgrounds have an equal 33% chance to appear once you enter a stage. This stage will be your primary source of epic Catfruit early on, which is vital to evolve most of the super rares and ubers in the game. Super rares take only one epic Catfruit to true form, while ubers take multiple. But lucky for you, epic fruits are really not that hard to obtain. You'd likely amass a decent bit of them through growing stages, Heavenly Tower, user rank, reoccurring stages like Bad to Worse, Technorosis, and Growing Epic. Growing Epic is the main source of epic Catfruit seeds and epic Catfruit, but it is only accessible after clearing 1-star SOL and unlocking UL. Epic Catfruit seeds are mainly used to true form Almighties and Grandon units, as well as some miscellaneous gacha cats like Matador and Lasvis, the latter of which requiring 10 seeds. They can also be combined into epic Catfruits, but due to epic fruits being so easy to get, that is probably one of the most horrible deals in Battle Cat's history. Not as bad as buying XP of Catfruit though. Next up, we get Aqua Catfruits, one of the newer types of fruits added to the game. They're obtainable from a different growing stage called Growing Evil, which is unlocked with the Aqua Realms and allows you to true form Aqua-related cats and ubers such as Medalist Cat and Lilin, Lucifer, Sadaru, and more. There are 4 stages total featuring Aqua enemies, with the latter 2 having an Aqua seal, so it's best if you get some progress in the realms first, then try them out. Do note, the stages give you seeds, which you have to evolve to Aqua fruits. Luckily, these can turn into epic fruits. Moving on to Elder Fruit. This is another post-SOL Catfruit that allows you to true form your SOL Legend unit, as well as true form some super rares, giving them anti-relic capabilities and some ubers as well. These can be given from Heavenly and Infernal Tower, but are mainly tied to one very infamous stage, Growing Strange. Growing Stage is a very interesting stage due to it containing 7 different continuation stages, one for each trait out at a time, excluding Traitless and Relic. Therefore, you have to build a generalist lineup to take care of all 7 stages, or make a more specialist lineup for just a couple of the stages and pray you get them. The stage used to be extremely difficult on release, due to the requirements for all 7 stages being absurd, but with the nerfs that came in version 8.0, these issues were largely fixed. Do note, however, that while you are guaranteed a seed, you only have a 1% chance to get the fruit itself, so this is a stage you'll have to repeat a couple times. Finally, we have the Gold Catfruit. That is probably the rarest of the bunch, due to it being quite hard to farm. You can get it by donating to the Cat Shrine, progressing in the Aqua Realms for one of them, or find it in the Infernal Tower. The Infernal Tower is also the one and only way to get a Gold Catfruit seed, with one being dropped when clicking for 30 in the tower. That makes it one of the rare resources in the Battle Cats.